Hey guys, Dustin here, CEO of 630, and today I'm going to take you on a test ride and a demo of the EVRYjourney Electric Trike. But this is a special test ride and demo because we've got 8 cameras mounted to this bike so we can show you everything that goes on while you're riding. From the braking, to the shifting, to the rear view, to the top view, you're going to see it all, so stick around. Okay, so today we're gonna show you exactly how to ride an electric tricycle, and I'm gonna walk you through everything from braking, shifting, the whole 9 yards. And the cool thing is we're gonna have 9 cameras set up. We've got one on each side here to get the shifters, the brakes, the pedal assist, the throttle. We've got my phone camera, how you doing? You're gonna see my face the entire trip. You got one down below here to see my feet. You've got the one up top to look at us. You got Nate filming, you got my chest camera, and you got one out the bottom of the rear view. So let's go ahead and get going. And I'm just gonna show you a couple things here. So right now I am in 2nd gear. That is a great speed to get going. Now on this electric tricycle, you can actually use it without the motor. So let me just show you here. I can get going pedaling very easy. Now you can see my screen right now is completely off. So I am not using any electricity whatsoever. This is completely being powered by myself, and it is, you can ride this just like a normal bike. It's totally doable. Now to shift, you just twist down to shift down. Down are gonna be easier gears to pedal, and up are gonna be harder gears to pedal. So for the lower gears, like gears 1, 2, 3, 4, those are for going up hills. Those are for really easy pedaling. So right now I can downshift into 1st. Now it's even easier to pedal. I'm just going for a cruise. And if I want to shift up, I can click, click. Now I'm in 5th. Yep. And now it gets a little harder to pedal. Now this is when you want to start to go a little faster. You put it into a higher gear. So now when braking, I liked to pull my right hand as my rear brake. So I pull that brake first, then I ease in with the front brake. And you can come to a complete stop. Let's go ahead and get off to the side here. Now, let me walk you through some of the electronics of this electric trike. I can power on the screen right here. And now you can see that I'm in level, let me explain this to you. This is your miles per hour, this is your pedal assist level, your battery juice, and your total trip odometer. Now I can take this to 0 and you can have the electricity on while, you can have it on while not getting any assistance. That's an option. So in order for the throttle to work, you have to be in at least level 1. The power output of the throttle on this model is dictated by these numbers. That's not true of all electric bikes, but on this tricycle it is true. So if I want the most output with the throttle, I put it in 5. This is also true for the pedal assist. So level 1 is your lowest output on the pedal, and level 5 is the most output on the pedal. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a little bit here. Now you can feel, there you go, it kicks in. I'm just trying to move up a little bit. Now I pull my brakes. You may hear some squeaking here and there as the brakes break themselves in. That's no big deal. So let me show you now how you get going with the electricity. It's very simple. You just start pedaling, and we'll go ahead and shove off here. Now it kicks in, and if I want to, watch me, I can just push these buttons here, up or down. That's gonna dictate how much power output I get. And there we go. Now we're in level 3, and I am cruising, and I'm barely pedaling. You can see my feet. And in fact, now I have enough juice to just kind of coast along. Alrighty, now we got a stop sign here. Now remember, I'm gonna ease in with my rear brake first. And typically you wanna do rear brake first so you don't risk flying over the handlebars. Now, on a trike, that's not gonna be as likely, but it is possible. So I go rear brake, then I come in with my front brake. Now we're at the stop sign. So I'm gonna show you guys how to navigate this hill, and you guys can watch everything I'm doing. So I'm in 5th gear. I would prefer to be in a little lower gear. Now to get going at the stop sign, I'm gonna use my throttle. I'm gonna get this into level 5. because this is gonna be a little bit of a big hill. And as I'm going now, I'm gonna downshift. Okay, now I'm in first, and we are going up the hill, and I'm in level assist 5. Now, if you can see at all from the cameras what this incline looks like, maybe on Nate's camera you can see, or on the chest camera, this is a pretty steep incline. So depending on your weight, you may not have to do pedal assist going up the hill. You could just do full throttle. Sometimes also, I like to just engage the throttle while I'm doing the pedal assist. It makes me feel like I'm getting maximum output from the motor, depending on how big the hill is. So there you go. And we're cruising along. And I'm still in first gear. All right, we're basically at the top now. I can ease off. Okay. Now we are gonna go ahead, check both ways. We're gonna make a left down here. Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of what the top speed is like. Now here you come down this hill, I'm easing in both brakes so we can go nice and easy down this stretch. You can see me pulling the brakes all the way in and controlling my speed. Now on the straightaway, I'm gonna open it up here and show you guys. Now as I wanna gain speed, shift up to a higher gear and really start cranking. You can see 17, 18, 19, 20, and there we go. I'm gonna pull back, hit my brakes, rear first, front, and slow down. So you can see the speed potential is really good if you wanna go fast. We have a car, circle around here. Okay. Now you can see we lost a battery. I'm 215 pounds, so it's gonna drain the battery up large hills. I'm gonna go ahead and downshift, and then I'm gonna downshift here. There we go. Now, one other thing with trikes is when you're turning, and actually I'm gonna U-turn here again, Nate. So when turning on a trike, I like to lean into the turn. You don't have to be so dramatic, but you wanna kind of get your weight going. So trikes and electric trikes are different than regular bikes in that you do need to, get used to kind of moving your body with the turn to make sure you just keep the trike properly balanced on the ground. So it's not a big deal. So I'm coming into the turn. The other thing is I don't like to pedal while I'm turning. I like to pedal when I'm through the turn, right? So here we are, an easy turn. I'll show you again. So I'm turning. Now you could pedal, just make sure, you're leaning into it. And actually I'm going pretty fast for this kind of turn right now, but I've got good weight control. Once you get comfortable sort of how you need to move your body with the turns, it becomes pretty second nature, but it's different. It feels different than a regular bicycle, and that's just important. It's not better or worse, it's just different. And it's, you have to get used to it. That's just kind of the fact of the matter with trikes. So again, you just shift a little bit, and there you are. Now, if you're just getting used to it, don't go into the turn fast. Coast through the turn like this, right? And then when you're done making the turn and you're towards the straightaway, then you can start pedaling. All right, let's keep going. So now we're gonna just take on one more hill, and then I'll show you guys how to go back down this big downhill as well. And so again, I'm 215 pounds. We recommend up to 300 pounds for this trike, but actually the weight limit could be up to 500-600. Recommended is up to 300, but we've put as much as 800 pounds on this trike and it still makes do. So I'm gonna shift down. I'm only in 3. I'm gonna put it in 5 just to get me up this hill right here. Make it a little bit easier on me. There we go. Okay. Now I'll show you how to do this downhill. Just give this a second. And again, you can also load that basket back there. We've had as much as 300, 400 pounds back there. I would say safely 50 pounds, but we've put actual people in there before. Okay, so now I'm coming downhill. I'm just gonna coast it out, right? So, you know, to be safe, let's just ease into this rear brake. I'm already at 14 miles an hour. Now I'll pull my front brake. And I don't know if you can see from any of these cameras, this is a pretty significant decline. And you just want to safely stay on your brakes until you're through. And you can see the braking power is ample, and I could even pull those more. You can see I just pull them more and we stop more. So they work pretty good. Now coming into this turn, I'm gonna lean into the turn. Now I'm not gonna pedal as I'm turning through. Now I release my brakes and pedal through. Now, see, I'm kind of over pedaling. I wanna shift up. There we go. And now we get going nicely. And the pedal assist, once it kicks in, it really gets you going. All right, now let's just walk you through the throttle a little bit. The throttle, I like to just put it in level 5, and you can see my thumb out here. You can just dictate how much. So basically how much you push it is how much you get out of it. So it's really fun if you want, you know, just use the throttle a little bit sometimes. Now, ideally, don't do the throttle on major uphills because you'll really drain the battery. Now you can see I'm leaning into the turn here. And so basically just, you know, the reason I like level 5 is you can dictate the power based on how much you push this or not push it. So I've got it just easy. Now, if I want to go full throttle, here we go. We're going to go up to max speed. We're at 14, coming into this turn. About 14, 15's maybe the top for me at 215, but somebody 200 and under could, you know, get up to 17, 18, 19 miles an hour. Now you can see from my feet here in the camera, I'm not doing anything. I'm just simply engaging the throttle. Now I'm easing and I'm braking here. And let me go ahead and turn. I'm not gonna pedal at all. There you go. And I'm through the turn. So the throttle is really great. You know, sometimes if you are at a dead stop and you just want to get going, or you just don't feel like pedaling, you're on the home stretch and just want to let the bike do the work. And it's a 250 watt front hub motor, and it'll still get you going near 20 miles an hour. And yeah, so it's enough power. So your range is going to be anywhere from 30 to 50 miles, depending on how you're using the pedal assist and the throttle and the terrain. It really depends on the terrain and how you're using the throttle. That's why the range is really so big. It's because, number one, the rider's weight has a very big impact on the range, but also how you're using, like I said, the throttle or the pedal assist has a very large impact as well. So it really, that really can impact it. We actually have another video on the trike. We made it 20 miles with throttle only, but we were using the throttle, you know, not conservatively, but we had a strategy on how to prolong everything. So there we have it, the demo of the EVRYjourney Electric Tricycle. You're gonna have the 9-cam review. Hopefully that can explain everything. If you still have any other additional questions or comments, please shoot us an email, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Comment below. Also, if you're in the market for an e-bike or an e-trike, go ahead and take our proprietary body fit quiz on our website, and we will recommend the perfect e-bike or e-trike for you. Also, check out this electric trike on our website, sixthreezero.com. And don't forget, we have a 30-day test ride your e-bike policy. If you don't love your e-bike in 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. And lastly, join our community, our Facebook peddlers group, and download our app. Before you purchase, you can talk to other riders. You can see how they're riding their electric trike, ask them questions, and also on the app, see how others are logging miles on their bike, what kind of bike. It's a great place to get familiar with the bikes you're interested in. And then of course, after you purchase, download the app, log your trips, compete on the leaderboard for the weekly challenges, and make new friends in our peddlers group. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.